Darla here, and thanks for joining us today. I am super excited to do this interview and introduce you to a friend of mine out of Oklahoma City. His name is Scott Sinner, and I'm going to have him share a little bit about his background, but I want to tell you what this interview is for. Scott has been having some tremendous success in his business life, and he was sharing stories with me, and I was like, Scott, do me a favor, let me interview you because stories are what people are looking for. Stories is what give people the ability to see what's possible and what can happen with something that can be added to your life or a few changes in the way we do things with our daily practices. So Scott, if you would please give us a minute or two on your background. Like, what do you do? What's your industry? How many years have you been in it? When did you get your first card? Who sent it to you? What type of card was it? How did it make you feel? And what made you decide to start sending cards yourself?
So a friend of mine with our company in a different office in a different city sent me a card totally out of the blue and a copy of Cody's book. And he sent the card. I had a picture of my wife and I on the front at an event that we were at. And in the body of the card, he simply said, "Hey, this is Eric. Just wanted to send this card to you. The picture looks great. Looks like you guys are having a great time. Just have a great day, Eric." And then P.S. I read this book. I think you'll really like it as well. Check it out. Call me after you read it. I'm like, wow, that's cool. But anyway, I happened to open a card at home, and my wife was standing there, and she's like, "That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen." I'm like, "I know, it was awesome." And so, I mean, I've not seen a card like that, and I'd seen the picture because it's our profile photo on Facebook. So it's not like I'd never seen the photo before. But seeing it on a card, and it was a really, very high quality, high resolution, really pretty image. And I'm like, that's so cool. It made me feel like Eric was really paying, we don't see each other that often, but it really made me feel like he was looking out for me because he read something that he thought would be useful in both our businesses. And so I just really felt great that he shared that with me. It was emotional. I mean, it was just kind of cool. But the book itself obviously was great. And I was like, "Eric, how'd you do this? Tell me more about send out cards." He sent me a link. He really didn't even know anything about it. He's not even really that active. He's a customer. And matter of fact, I forgot about this. He said, "Hang on a second, let me join as an affiliate, then you join as underneath me." Like,
So he wasn't even signed up as an affiliate at the time.
no.
That's awesome.
And so he's like, "Yeah, hang on a minute, hang on, let me get that taken care of." So he signed up as an affiliate. He sent me instructions on what to do. I signed up. He's like, "Just sign up as an affiliate." I said, "Okay, fine. I don't know what that means, but I'll do it just because you say it to do it."
So let me
And
interrupt you. Did you read the book?
oh, absolutely. I read the first section like that night, and it honestly, God, it hit me like a thunderbolt. I'm like, this is really the missing piece in my business is the appreciation part. I know I'm not doing it now. I've got a really big base of past customers, and they're forgetting about who I am because I'm not staying in touch in a cool way.
Yeah.
All I ever send out when I do send something out is a marketing piece about, rates are lower, or, now's a good time to refinance, or, do you know somebody needs a loan? I mean, it wasn't anything, just being nice to people.
Yeah.
And that just really struck me as like, okay, this is something I can really use.
And so for those of you that are wondering about the book is called The Power of Human Connections. And what you learn in this book is that people don't like to be pitched or sold, but they like to be appreciated. And Scott was sharing with me earlier about how you said that you would be retired now. What was your comment? That
I said, I've been doing this 16 years, and we've got 1,100 or so past customers, and I'd probably be retired already if I just did loans for the people who forgot about me and did loans with somebody else between now and 16 years ago.
yeah,
It makes me want to cry when I think about it. But
that's what this book teaches and talks about, is how when you're remembered, and you're remembered in a heartfelt way, that's who people want to do business with. And that most people, that when they start out in business, they start out appreciating their customers because it's a small, tiny little group of people. But when they grow those people because of all the referrals, then they forget and they get too busy and they don't have a way and a system to be able to love and appreciate people.
yeah,
So yeah, when did you get that card? What
in,
month would you
in
say it was?
September, 3.5 months ago.
3.5 months ago, and then you get started and signed up, and then you start sending cards.
Mhm.
And so let's fast forward. It's only been 3.5 months. Do you have any? I know you shared a story with me about a lady that has turned into lots of money on referrals. Share that story, and if you happen to have some cards there, will you share some cards?
Sure. So there's an area in Oklahoma that's about 4.5 hours away from where I live. It's a resort area that is really small, but it's a really high dollar area that people buy vacation cabins. Well, actually, I met her in probably June or July because I sent a card in September. So one of the first cards I sent her a copy of the book as well, was just a picture that I saw on Facebook um, of her and this guy. It didn't really say anything on the post about who it was. It was just a really cool picture. I'll show you here. It's just her and this gentleman. And so we created a card. Really didn't know how to do it yet at that time because I just joined. And but it turned out to be really easy to do. So we sent the card. About a week later, I got a text back from her, and it said, "Hey Scott, this is Sharon. Just want to let you know that this card was so meaningful to me because this is a picture of my brother and I, and he has really a very rare type of cancer, and so I wanted to make sure I posted this before anything happened to him." And it just really was like, whoa! I mean, it just hit me like a thunderbolt. Like, wow! I mean, that just can really make such a huge impact on me, on how you're impacting other people, just by sending them a card that took me a minute to create, and that's only because I didn't know what I was doing yet. It takes 30 seconds now. So it just makes it so much easier to be very meaningful. But anyway, one thing led to another. She and I have established a relationship since then, and I've sent her 5 or 6 follow-up cards that are, thank you cards for sending them a referral, and a picture of, one of the cabins that we financed.
Nice. That's one of the cabins that she listed?
Yeah, that we sold. And the customer got a copy of that as well. And it's just been really cool. And it's just so much easier to be friendly to people when I'm naturally not. I mean, that's just a personal thing for me. But
I want to interject for just a second in
Sure.
what you just said. It's common in your industry to be an introvert and analytical, introvert at times, because you're a numbers guy, you're a spreadsheet guy, you're in the office paperwork, head down guy. And I like that you recognized that kindness isn't in your DNA, sort of say, to be kind like this.
Yeah.
And so it's almost even bigger of a deal when somebody gets a card from someone like you, because it is out of your wheelhouse.
Totally.
And so, were you doing business with this lady before?
Never.
And what type of, and this is 4.5 hours away. Is that normal for people to do business so far away?
No, it's not. So I've only been physically there in her office like 5 times in the last year and a half. And I've only met her personally once. And that might've been for 5 minutes. So these cards, have been instrumental in establishing a stronger connection with her for sure.
Now, in any of these cards, were you selling your services or saying, use me?
Never.
And has she started using you for business?
Yeah.
How much business has transpired from this new relationship that was based off kindness?
I've earned about $15,000 in commission income in the last couple of months, just from business she sent.
Wow, that's incredible. And that's because of a relationship that was built first instead of sales.
From like 1, 2, 3, 5 cards that we've sent to her.
Hold those 5 cards up real quick.
So this was the cabin one. This is an anniversary card I sent to her and her husband.
Oh, that's awesome.
The one I showed already. This is one of the thank you card that's in the catalog that we sent for a referral. And then she just bought a new truck, which in Oklahoma, red trucks are a dime a dozen, but that's kind of a cool truck. So anyway, she just sent that. Anyway, but yeah, in the truck card, I mean, really on that, I just said, that's a good looking truck.
Oh, that's perfect.
There's nothing on there And the only thing on the back of the cards, I've got a template that just has my photo on there and my email address. That's it. I mean, there's no marketing involved at all, other than just being cool to people.
Yep, that's awesome. And so that was just three and a half months ago. You get your first card in the mail with a book, and that decision and 5 cards later to one person has earned you over $15,000 in commissions. And this is when you put the missing link together, that's the glue that you're missing to build your business. And I notice it and I see it all the time, how people start this and they realize that and they're like, I don't need my yellow page ads. I don't need to pay billboards and $50,000 here and $10,000 here and $20,000 here. All I need to do is be nice to people. And they tell all their friends about you.
That first section of Cody's book, honest to God, when I say it's changed the way we do business, it's changed the way we're doing business.
Absolutely. So I know this has only been 3.5 months. What have you implemented in your business life that you're doing every day on a daily basis now?
Before I do anything in the morning, before I open email, before I start making phone calls, I'm committed to doing at least 5 cards every day. We generally do a lot more than that, but we're doing a minimum of 5 cards a day. And the way that we're doing it is usually the night before, when I'm just screwing around on Facebook before we go to bed. If I see someone's post that looks interesting, or somebody posted something about, met with Grandma Marie yesterday and had a great time. And, there's a gazillion Christmas pictures you can do right now from people posting stuff yesterday. So there's lots of opportunities for that. But really just seeing a post from somebody, you can generally assume if someone has taken the time and effort to post something on Facebook, it's important to them. It may not mean anything to me, but I know it's important to them. So it's super easy to create a card, from that photo, because all you got to do is basically send them back what they've already posted that said that this is important to me. I like this.
Yeah. And I know you have an assistant that works for you as well. What is her task now on a daily basis?
She'll be doing cards as well. She'll be watching my Facebook feed for anything that I might miss, and she'll save those on our Facebook, our home area that we can create saved posts. She'll send cards. She does a lot of my cards to realtors that are in our referral network, where she'll send a card to say thank you for the referral, and we'll send out the gift cards with the Starbucks card. We do a lot of those.
Excellent.
Which isn't something we haven't even talked about yet, is the catalog of gifts you can send to people, which has been great. So
I know it's you can go on your mind just goes like this with all the possibilities after you start learning about this type of appreciation and giving and caring and attracting and all that sort of stuff.
It's amazing to me because inherently I know I should have been doing this a long time ago. I've gone through spurts when I would write a lot of handwritten notes, and then that got old and I stopped doing it. And then we went through a spurt where we were sending a thank you card with a gift certificate to something for a referral, but that's too cumbersome, so we stopped doing it. What's been great about this is it's so easy to do with the subscription we have. We can do it as an unlimited plan and use the gift cards as just a great tool to add a Starbucks card or add the brownies. I mean, you don't have to think about it. It's done for you.
Yeah.
It's super affordable.
Yeah.
So that part's been
Excellent.
awesome.
Now you get started. You don't even realize that you can make money with this. You're simply using the program as a customer.
Right.
When did the shift happen in your brain to start seeing how you can make money with this? Like, take us through that shift.
So as I mentioned before, I went ahead and signed up as an affiliate right off the bat without really knowing what that even meant, because my friend Eric said just do it. So like if I did it, and it was $59. I'm like, whatever. I mean, that when you don't think about that kind of money. So within a couple of weeks, I had, like, I'm looking here. Yeah, within like 3 weeks of joining, I had 3 people sign up as customers at the same 97 program that I was on. And I'm like, wow. Then like a week or so later, I got the check for $50-some or whatever. I'm like, wait a minute. So anyway, I mean, that's when I really started looking at, okay, is this as like a potential long-term kind of neat deal? And I started learning a little bit more about, how you can promote the business side of it. Yeah.
Now, mind you, I did not know Scott at all before this journey that I just took you on, that he just took us on, that's before I came into this picture. This is the beauty of network marketing. I get a message one day from Scott, and Scott says, "Hey, Darla, I'm in your downline and I want to know more about making money," or something. I don't even remember what you messaged me. And I get this message. And so, do you know who signed up Eric? Do you know how Eric found out about Send Out Cards?
No idea.
Okay, so I have a good friend who, her name is Christy, and Christy is also in the mortgage business. She owns a mortgage company. And so she sent him a card and he loved it, got in touch. He started sending cards. And so this is the beauty of network marketing, you guys. When you're in network marketing, you're building a network. So I tell a friend, and that person tells a friend, and then that person tells a friend, and then that person tells a friend. And this is where how network marketing works. It's people who introduce to people who introduce to people who introduce to people. But in life, this is the way every restaurant and hair salon built. My hair salon had 16,000 clients that were referrals. Somebody went and got their hair done. "Hey, Scott, where'd you get your hair done?" "Oh, I go see Darla." "Oh, great." "Oh, where did you get your hair done?" "Oh, I go see Darla." "Where do you get your hair done?" "I go see Darla." You know, and that's how business works. But in network marketing, you get paid off of all the referrals and all the revenue that people are doing. So Scott started researching this and realizing you could get money. I'm getting paid money. I'm getting checks in the mail from these people that are sending cards. And that's the beauty of network marketing. And so when he reached out to me, naturally, of course, I want to help him. And so then we connect. And so what happened, you guys, is that he's got the vision of how he needs to touch people through points throughout the years to be able to upload, import, and then put all of his people in their groups, putting their name in, getting their birthday, their anniversary, their spouse's name, their spouse's birthday. Are they a mother? Are they a father? Are they a veteran? Are they in the mortgage industry, the real estate industry? Putting them in categories that whatever their industry is, so that the system, that's where the power and the value is the system can continue to maintain those relationships forever until those people are gone, you know, from this earth. They'll continue to be loved on by him. So genius. Yeah. So have you brought any of this into your home? How's all this affecting your home life? Have you applied anything at home?
Yeah, of course, we're recording this day after Christmas, and one of the first things that I really was looking forward to doing this morning when I came in the office is, and I've never done this before ever, is I did thank you cards to my son, my daughter, my wife, for the Christmas gifts. I thank my wife for, making, wrapping the presents so nicely, and, that the food was great, our house looked great. I've never done that. I mean, but I was looking forward to doing it, and I did it. So, very small thing, but it's a big thing to me. I was just really excited to do it.
And you know why that made you feel so exciting? Because it's natural that when you do a random act of kindness, it releases dopamine in your brain. That dopamine is what lifts you up. It lifts your vibration up, brings your frequency up, and makes you happy. That's dopamine. That's why so many people are on antidepressants today, because they stopped sending cards. They started texting and went to social media. All right, you have a story about a mayor. I want to hear the mayor's story.
My wife and I casually know him, but anyway, after the vote, it was successful. The vote passed. I just thought, I'm going to send a card, which I've never done before, to any political figure in our state. And so I took a picture off Facebook that was him at the victory rally, and I sent a card, say, "Hey, David, congratulations on helping the city to become a better place to live. Making it better for my adult children, that they're going to want to stay here." Anyways, just a thoughtful card that, again, 3 months ago, I never would have A, thought about doing it, and B, even if I had thought about it, I probably wouldn't have. So sending cards made that super easy. Got an email back from him the other day thanking him for the nice card, and it was just cool. I mean, again, am I going to get business from that on the mortgage side? No, but it's beside the point. It just,
you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, but I didn't send it with the intent of generating mortgage business.
Right.
I mean, and that's been a big deal for me, because I can honestly say like 99.9% of everything that I ever do marketing wise or reaching out to people wise before I joined September 9th was, what's in it for me? What am I going to get back from this? I mean, as bad as that sounds, that's the way
That's
I operate.
advertising in business, though.
I would just say that in our business, in the mortgage side of things, I mean, if you're a realtor, mortgage lender, insurance people, which are kind of the three industries that I operate in the most, if you're in one of those industries and not doing something like this, you should be. It will make a huge impact in what you're doing in the obvious ways of increasing your business, but in the less obvious way, which really affected me, is affected you personally, making you feel better. I did not expect that it was going to have an impact on me emotionally doing this, and because I'm just not that person. I mean, yes, you're going to increase your business, you're going to make more money in your mortgage business, your insurance or realtor. That's a given. What you don't realize yet is the impact sending cards is going to make on you personally, just mentally. Um, that's been the biggest change. I mean, money comes and money goes, but changing yourself emotionally, that I think is going to stick around. Yes, I mean, I really appreciate everything that you're helping me with. It's been a really interesting, fun journey these last couple months. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next year for sure. So
Yeah, 2020 is definitely going to be your year.
yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And for all of you out there that are watching that are not in the mortgage industry or the real estate industry or the insurance industry, we're all in the people industry. So it doesn't matter what industry you're in. Be nicer to people and you won't believe what'll happen in the return.
Yeah.
All right. Bye. See you
See
soon.
ya.
Bye-bye.